Okay, so first thing to do is to figure out the wavelength. So wavelength is velocity over frequency. So that's 343 divided by, ooh, that's a high pitch. This is meters per second, that is per second. 1 over second. Hertz is a 1 per second, cycles per second. Okay, so 343 divided by 2115. This is how we get meters. This is 0.16217, I'll say. 16217 meters. So we've got our wavelength. That's good, right? Okay. Makes me happy to draw straight lines like that. Okay, so let's figure out for point P. Okay, so for point P, we got to figure out AP and BP, right? So the distance AP is the square root of 7.5 squared plus 2.5 squared. This is simple math. Comes out to 7.5 squared plus 2.5 squared. That is 7.90569 meters. Okay, so BP upon inspection is 7.5. Okay, so our difference in length, the path length difference is 7.90569 minus 7.5 is 0.40569 meters. Okay, so that's our path length difference, but we need to know what the wave number difference is, right? Because that's what determines constructive and destructive, right? So the number of wavelengths is going to be the difference in length over the wavelength, right? How many of those fit into that? Okay, so let's figure it out. That's 0.40569 divided by 0.16217. So that guy divided by the wavelength is 2.50158. So since that digit's much closer to a 0.5, that's destructive. Destructive interference. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to erase and we'll figure it out for Q. What is it for Q? Okay. So remember our wavelength is 343 divided by 2115. And 343 divided by 2115 is 0.16217 meters. Okay. And now we got to figure out for point Q, right? The difference between that was a good straight line, AQ and PQ. Okay, so AQ is the square root of, oh, come on. X in the X direction, it's 7.5 squared. And in the Y direction, it's going to be, it looks like 2.5 plus 3.76. 3.76 plus 2.5, 3.76 plus 2.5, that's 6.26 squared. Let's figure that out. Square root of 7.5 squared plus 6.26 squared, that's 9.7692 meters. Now let's figure out BQ. That'll be a little easier. So this is 7.5 again in the X direction. And then in the Y direction, I believe it's just 3.76, right? All right, let's do this. 3. Okay, that is 8.3897. Okay, meters. So now let's figure out our difference in length. That's just going to be 9.7692 minus 8.3897. So this guy minus this guy. Our difference in length is 1.3799458 or something like that. 485. Yeah. All right. That is our difference in length. And then our wave number, the number of wavelengths, is just L over wavelength, right? So that's going to be 1.379 divided by this guy, 0.16217. So that guy divided by, let's get that number, where is it? There it is, no, there it is. And I get 8.506. So 8.506, I don't know what that was. Wavelengths, right? So since that's close to a half a wavelength, that makes that destructive. Okay. Warmly. Hoo-hoo. Thank you for visiting Blue Pen Land.